sure if that.
As the tiny boat carrying Cuban migrants approaches the coast of Florida, a police helicopter infrared camera captures the moment when things go terribly wrong.
Air One, they just had a wave take them out. The boat just flipped over.
All 8 people who were aboard this boat for more than 16 days in February survived. The Coast Guard told CNN they are seeing an increasing number of Cubans trying to make the dangerous and illegal journey to the U.S. Some are stopped on rickety boats known as rusticos. Some found on deserted islands where the Coast Guard airdrops supplies before rescuing them. Others are not so lucky. In the town of Caibarien, Cuba, Beatriz keeps vigil for her daughter and 2 young grandchildren who are missing after the smugglers' boat they took mysteriously sunk this month. The toys and shoes the children left behind sit neatly in their room. Their mom hoped to reunite with her husband in Florida, Beatriz tells us. My daughter is a good mother, Beatriz says. She wouldn't have done this if everything wasn't safe, if everything wasn't okay. She wouldn't have put them through this. Her children are everything to her. Just down the street, Daimi says her husband, Pepe, was on the same boat, trying to go to the U.S. to better provide for his family. She says she doesn't know what to tell his teenage daughter. She says nothing happened to her father. Daimi says that her father has to be alive somewhere, but where? We can't take it anymore. We are desperate. Cuba has been hit hard by the impacts of the coronavirus and increased U.S. sanctions under the Trump administration. Tough economic conditions in the past led to waves of Cubans fleeing the island by boat. It's nearly impossible to leave Cuba legally these days. COVID and still unexplained health incidents among U.S. diplomats here caused the U.S. to stop issuing visas at the embassy in Havana. The State Department report says, as of November, there were more than 78,000 Cubans on a waiting list for immigrant visas. Cubans are unable to receive visas at the U.S. Embassy here, and the pandemic has shut down most international flights to and from this island. For many Cubans desperate to leave, now the dangerous journey by boat is their only option. Beatriz prays for a miracle for her daughter and grandchildren. That they find them, that they don't stop looking, she says. Whatever the news is, that we know what happened. It's more upsetting to not know. But just days after our interview, Cuban officials announced that the search for the missing boat has ended. And like too many other Cubans, Beatriz's family is now lost at sea. Patrick Ottman, CNN, Caibarien, Cuba.